Alright, hello everybody, this is Stan Yanevski, better known as Victor Crumb from the Harry Potter films, and this video is going to be connected to my Instagram, where a lot of you asked me a ton of questions which I'm about to start answering. Now, as you know, or maybe don't, I got a ton of them, so I just set my alarm to go off in 1 hour's time, so this doesn't get too long. And if we don't manage to get through the whole thing, I'm gonna try my best to, to do a second video if this one gets enough views. So let's get on with it. So the first question that I received on my Instagram, Stan Yanevski, it is verified by the way, is what are your impressions from Brazil? Now, I went to Brazil last December, and that was my last trip for the year, and I had the blast. One of the best times. I absolutely enjoyed Brazil to the max. I made some wonderful new friends, and I tried some really nice food and some drinks, and the beaches, and just I was in Fortaleza. Knowing that you have 12 months of summer is just, that speaks for itself. I would love to come back to Brazil anytime. So next question is actually in Bulgarian, and it says "Ubičeš li me mnogo?" "Ubičeš me mnogo, нали?" which translates into "you love me a lot," right? And that's from a friend of mine, so absolutely yes. Next question is, are you ever going to look at what I've DM'd you, because it's a gem? Also, huge fan. Now let me get this clear. I get an absolute ton of messages and I try and answer. Of course, I cannot go through all of them because that would mean I would have to spend my whole time answering as much, answering messages on Instagram non-stop. So I do these videos and I do, lives and things. So I try and answer as much as I can in there. I do try. So next question, tell us about any project in the future, movies. Well, funny enough, we are actually filming at the moment, at this very moment. However, my part is coming up next week, so I will be traveling this Sunday to Stara Zagora, which is in Bulgaria, and I have a wonderful role. I play a student. I cannot give away too much, but stay tuned, you will find out. So yes, things coming up. Next question, the favorite part of your body. Seriously? I hope it's not a naughty question. Anyway, the favorite part of my body, I quite like my back, my traps. I absolutely love my biceps. I don't know, I try my best to develop my body proportional, so yeah, I guess that's my favorite parts. I don't know. So, next question. Quando por Mexico? No idea what that means. Guys, please ask in English. I do speak a few languages, but I don't speak every language, so I have no idea what that means. Probably something about do I like or will I come to Mexico anytime. Mexico is one of my favorite places to visit. Next question. Do you like horses? Do you have them? I don't know, just tell us any horse stories you may have. Now I wish I had horses. I unfortunately don't. My sister would love one, so maybe if we can afford one and afford to look after a horse, despite all that zoo thing we have already, I'd be more than happy to have a horse or two, go riding on them. A funny story was all the way back in 2007 when I visited Japan, and believe it or not, we were given those massive big horses to enter a shopping mall with. So you can imagine us, on those huge horses just walking through the shopping mall and people staring at us, and it was just like an intro of us being there. It felt a little awkward, to be honest, but sometimes you gotta do these things. There is another question in another language which I have no idea what it says. So next question, would you like show what type metal you are into on your channel or Instagram? You rock, thank you very much. Now, I listen to a lot of different styles of music. Heavy metal, of course, is one of my favorites. I listen to heavy metal quite a lot when I train or when I go in the mountains. So um, anything from power metal down to death metal, goth metal. Just I will share some stuff with you guys, so you can give your opinion on these. Next question: are you single? What? All right. So he's telling me to say the truth. So you sure about that? Little bastard. All right. So yes, I am single, which is the truth, and I've been single for a while. Next question. Favorite role you've done? Well, I really, really like acting. It's something I really, really enjoy doing, and every role is pretty much a challenge, and I really enjoy doing those roles. It's an honor being, to get a role anyway. So I just give it my best, and I try to enjoy every moment on set, off set, just with the crew, and So one of my favorites must be Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Being Victor Crumb, it doesn't get much better than that. I really loved some gory stuff afterwards when I did Hostel. I wished to play a soldier. I was, cast to be Bernard in Resistance. So yes, I've been fortunate to be working, and I played with my motorcycle last year in a film that came out this year, and now I'm gonna be a student, and God knows what's to come. So fingers crossed, and we'll see. Next question. How was it to play a scene with Emma Watson? Loved your acting. Thank you very much. Now, Emma is a really, really wonderful person. I absolutely love her from the bottom of my heart. She is a true professional. Remember, she was really young back then. I was 18 when we started shooting. I just 17, 18. She was 13, 14. So it must have been really tough growing up into that industry and having to learn all these lines and acting and how to behave in the public. So it was awesome. I just had a wonderful time with her, and I wish her all the best in the future, and absolutely support everything she's been doing. Now, what was the funniest moment for you in the recording of Harry Potter? Harry Potter? Was that a fun movie? All that horror stuff that was going on? Well, to be honest, it is a very unusual film to do. I was on it for over 11 months. So you can imagine, a lot of things were going on. A lot of funny moments, a lot of fun stuff, even though there was a lot of hanging around and waiting. Now, one of the funniest things, which I found really funny and challenging, was trying to steal my wand, which never worked out, unfortunately, thanks to all that security we had on set. It probably still is in the studios. If you haven't been, go to London and visit the London studios of Harry Potter. It's amazing. The fire that took place hasn't damaged anything. So I was trying to steal my wand. I was sticking it in my sleeves, my socks, my shoes, everywhere I could. And every time there would be someone who would come up from props and say, "Hoo-hoo, where is your wand?" Not that one. All right, moving on to the next one. How many years have you been training in the gym? Now, in the gym, I'm not quite sure how many years I've been training. I've been training all my life pretty much. In the gym specifically, probably about 4 years now. More serious than usual. So over 4 years, I would say. Next question is, what is your favorite book of Harry Potter? Take a wild guess. 1, 2, 3. Well, it is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. And no, it is not because Victor Crumb is in it. It is because you get all these new schools, you get the Burr Buttons, you get Durmstrang, you get all these, tons of new characters. You've got the first, love story developing. You've got Victor Crumb being, a superhero in Quidditch. and so forth and so on. So a lot of new things happening. Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff in the book wasn't in the film. It was initially meant to be made into 2 parts, but that is not something that we can, inflict our opinion on. So, next question. Would you ever consider dating a trans woman? Okay, this is an odd question. I don't think I have an answer to this. What does dating mean? Going out for dinner, for a coffee? I wouldn't mind that. I don't know. I mean, God knows what can happen. It's a very interesting question. I rarely have questions like these. So next question, do you miss being Crumb? I am Crumb pretty much every day when I log into my Instagram or my Facebook or to whatever. I do these conventions where I meet all of you wonderful people. So I get to be Crumb now and then. So I don't really miss being Crumb. I mean, look at those two, right behind me, 2 little Victor Crumbs, and an official one coming out very, very soon. So thanks to all of you guys, still supporting and giving us all that power and, backup that we get from you, all the love that keeps us, energized and willing to keep going, has me going too, which is wonderful, and I'm very thankful. So next, what is your opinion on the LGBT community and your fans from this community? I absolutely love every single one of you guys. You are super colorful, always very positive, always, joking around and super positive. I've had no bad experience. It's all been really good. I've got friends from that community. Always gentle, always really, you've got probably one of the most touchiest stories. So I support you all the way. You've got my love. Next question. What is your favorite band or musician? Oh God, this is very difficult. It really depends on my mood. I like to listen, as I said already, heavy metal. That means Manowar. I like Rammstein. I like Five Finger Death Punch, Death Stars. I like a lot of bands actually. Well, not all their music, but I pick different songs and I put them in a playlist, which I guess everybody does. If I listen to R&B, I like those power up songs, Eminem, and different artists. It depends really on the song and what I'm doing. So next question: what do you look for in your perfect woman? Now I'm not sure if I have a perfect woman in my head right now. As I've been growing up, I've been kind of changing my mind. I think what's most important is to be clicking together and looking into the same direction. She has to be supportive of what I do, positive energy. I don't need no excess nerves and things. So, I believe, I need a woman that has dreams and, is ambitious and is going to help me climb the ladder up, if you understand what I mean. So this is the things, I look for. Looks wise, one that will fire me up. I don't have a specific, look, color, hair, skin color or whatever, it just has to happen, just light me up and I'm yours. So next question, do you like your star sign? I absolutely love my star sign, which is Taurus, and I would not change my star sign for any other star sign. I think it's probably the best for a male. Hey Stan, that's not a question. Hello, how many hours on your tattoos? Oh dear, it's days, it's not hours. A lot of time. I've got 2 sleeves, chest piece, full back, still going. Next question, if you could be in any film, which would it be and what part would you like to play? Now, looking at me, being quite kind of chunky in areas, I would love to be in something um, like, superhero film, a Marvel, DC. I would love to be a superhero. Um, which one? I don't know. Something challenging, both on the bad and the good side, if you know what I mean. Maybe a superhero who's bad and then turns into good. Just anything like that, I'd love. Also, I would like something like Lord of the Rings. I would have to have a lot of makeup on, but it would work out amazingly. Pirates of the Caribbean, oh dear, I'd love to be, able to play some part like Jack Sparrow and just, you know, fool around and have fun on set. But any part, I love acting. So, next question: what is your best memory when you were filming Harry Potter? What's the worst one? I love you. Now, the best memory is, oh God, I don't know. I mean, we filmed for so long that, my head is full of memories. One of the best memories, of course, is, meeting Mike Newell and him explaining that he, had a vision in his head, and that vision of Victor Crumb was me. Um, a funny thing that happened was, I had a break from school. I was still at school. I had a holiday, so it was a month-long holiday. And the first thing I did when I arrived home was to cut my hair off. When I got cast, I had hair like this pretty much, and I just shaved my head, as we see Victor Crumb in the movie. 2, 3 days later, I received a call saying that I need to go into the studios to do some, prep before filming. I think it was the cast for the Body Shark, and I was like, oops, I made a little change. And when they asked what I did is, I said, well, I cut my hair. So the next question was, how much? And what do what do you say when you just shaved your head a couple of days ago? So I told them, and, there was a bit of screaming on the phone, and, I was told I might lose, the part. Lucky for me, when I came to the studios, the first thing I was asked to do was to meet Mike Newell to see my new vision, my new, looks, and he absolutely loved it, which meant that all the Durmstrang boys, they had long hair, had to shave, hated me at first, but then loved me in the end. There is good reason for that. So, worst memory. It's not really. I mean, I don't have bad memories from filming Harry Potter. However, probably one of the saddest moments was my very last scene, which was during the Yule Ball, just before I wrapped. Pretty much, well, not forever, because I did get a call back to film Deathly Hallows Part 1, even though we didn't see it, it was cut. But yeah, it was a really, really sad moment right before Christmas. I finished and I was really used to going to work, and it's that moment when you just realize, oh, there is no call sheet for tomorrow. I think I was number 16, so no, number 16, and you get back to normal life, which is a little shocking, but you get used to it, I believe. Okay, I just want to know why I'm in love with you. I'm not sure if I have an answer to that. No idea. Do you play PUBG? I'm not sure what that is. What's your favorite Harry Potter book? We went over already. If you could take a long motorbike trip anywhere in the world, where would you go? Around the world. I would go around and just, I love riding, so I would absolutely love going to any place, visit as many places as possible. Of course, this is not very realistic, because I would have to spend probably months, if not years, riding, and that's connected to not working, spending money, being away from home. So if I could, I would definitely, just go on for a ride anywhere, just tap on the screen of the navigation and just go for it. Next, what is your favorite, who is your favorite actor? Ooh, this is very hard to say. Now, someone who's grown into my liking lately is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I really like the positive energy he has and brings to the screen, to his fans. He's always enjoying his time with fans, and the love that he gives back is something that's won me over. So he's definitely on my top list. Of course, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. I've said it before, Keanu Reeves. He's also a biker. A lot of really nice guys out there, and girls, of course. So, next question. What is your favorite workout? I don't know. I really like. Now, this is gonna sound quite strange to a lot of you that do work out. I really enjoy doing legs. It is half your body, and just seeing those legs pumped really gives me pleasure. However, I love working out my back, my arms, of course. I think they are my strongest body part in terms of training. Traps, shoulders. Well, isn't that the whole body? Well, maybe chest isn't my favorite because I lack of it a bit, but I'm working on it. So next question. Have you, family and friends always supported you? Have you ever given up? Love from France. At first when I started doing, films and I got into acting, no one really believed. Because, I mean, come on. I went around telling everybody that I was going to be in Harry Potter and pretty much everyone laughed. I mean, I didn't believe it myself. I had no idea what it was to start with. However, yes, my true friends, I underline true friends and family have always, supported me, which I'm very, very thankful for. There will always be naysayers and people who will be against you, and I just don't pay attention to them anymore. I've grown into kind of ignoring naysayers. I believe that positive energy is the most important, and you just believe in yourself, and you will achieve whatever you set your mind to. Have I ever given up? Yes, I've been very, very close to giving up, not once or twice, and every time I somehow managed to get back on my feet and continue that journey that I've taken. It's not easy, but I give it my best, and I mean, victory is easy to celebrate, but what really counts is when you fall down, how you get up. So I believe these are the real victories, when you're down and get up on your feet and set your goal again and just go for it. So yep, that's this. Next question. When do you think you'll post a video? What about will it be? Well, I'm actually doing it at this very moment, and it's a Q&A. So I will be posting it later on today, and it will be live tonight. So, what is your job now? I'm acting, so I'm filming a new movie right now. When are you coming to Boston, America? Well, I'm kind of in discussions at the moment, so we'll see. I'm trying to plan a tour around America, and if it works out, it will be awesome. I'd love to come back to America. Always have a wonderful and great time. Food, however, gets me out of my shape. But yes, I cannot resist. Always. Sometimes I do. So, next question. What is your own dream? My own dream. My own dream is to be a good person and leave something behind that people will remember me for when I'm gone. So I'm trying to be, I'm trying my best to be as nice as I can, and all that love and support that you guys give to me, I try to give back as much as I can. This is why actually went into hospital last December. I tried to attend as many places and as many invitations as possible to see as many of you as I could, and that got my immune system down to zero at the end. And I had to go into hospital, and I had those systems put in me, and yeah, to bring me back to my feet. I was absolutely drained and exhausted. So, yeah. How many languages do you speak? How many languages do I speak? I speak three languages: Bulgarian, English, and Deutsch, German. Which gives it away now, huh? Alright, next question. What is your favorite place that you have visited? Oh dear, I'm an adventurer, so I love visiting places. The more different, the better. I was at a friend's wedding. I was his best man in Taiwan, which was awesome. I've been pretty much all over the world now, and every time I go to a new place, I absolutely love it. I've had some of the best time of my life in Mexico, of course, all over Europe, but Europe I count as home since I'm from a European country. I've been to Russia, St. Petersburg, Moscow, wonderful, wonderful places. So it's very difficult for me to pick one. I really enjoy different cultures, different people, different, opinions, different tastes, different beliefs. I think that you need to explore as much as you can during your lifetime in order to live at its fullness. So next, do you like Greece? Now, Greece is a neighboring country of Bulgaria, and I absolutely love it. It is one of my top destinations to go with my motorcycle. The beaches are super clean, people are really nice, food is great. Unfortunately, Greece has been having some troubles lately with the weather. There was a nasty storm that destroyed quite a lot of Halkidiki. And I think they're in for another storm tonight or tomorrow. So fingers crossed they survive and there are no casualties and no damage is done. What is your biggest pet peeve? I'm not sure what peeve means. Okay, I'm just gonna answer what I think. My biggest pet is my biggest dog, which is a German Shepherd named Bero. I'm not quite sure what peeve means. I'll need to look that up so I don't make a fool out of myself. Shut up. What? Alright, we have time. So, next question. What is your Hogwarts house? I have done the test and take a wild guess. What do you think? Well, this stuff pretty much gives it away. Not Gorgon Medusa, but yeah. I am a Slytherin, alright? Which is a wonderful house. A lot of people think it's a bad boys and bad girls house, which isn't the case. If you look a little deeper into each house, you will find out they are actually pretty nice people. Do you speak French? I know a few things here and there, but not really. I wish I did. Single, yes. Answered that already. Why are you a very perfect and handsome man? I think this has to do with my mom and dad and, genetics. I also put a lot of effort in working out and trying to stay healthy and eat healthy, so I guess it's a combination of all these things. Next question, what is your favorite place on earth? Ooh. I thought for a second there was a poo emoticon, a poo little smile thing, which would mean the toilet. It is my favorite place if I'm in trouble. But no, I really love spending time in bed. I love being on my motorcycle in nature too. So, favorite place? Well, of course it's home. I love being at home and just being in my own space and enjoying my privacy. Next, to help me learn the language. And on another note, Hope you have a lovely day. I'm not sure. I don't see a question here. Anyway, Bulgaria is one of a few places I plan to visit. Any suggestions of where to visit and book to? Definitely try and visit Sofia, the capital. Plovdiv is very close, which is only about 120 kilometers away, about an hour. The highway is 140 limits, so you can get there in an hour. A lot of nice things to see. But Bulgaria is ancient, it's one of the oldest countries in Europe, so we have a lot of history. We've got the beach, we've got mountains, so a lot to see. And I would suggest you go and check out some stuff online about Bulgaria, and it will give you. Depends on when you want to visit. If you want to visit in the winter, there are places to go skiing. If you want to visit in the summer, obviously the beach, mountains. If you want to visit like late spring, there is the Rose Valley, the Lavender Valley, a lot of things to see. Next question, are you working on another film or project at the moment? Yes, I said I am. Let's travel together. Why not? I'm open for traveling anytime, as long as I'm free. What's the toughest obstacle you had to overcome in your life, and how did you overcome it? Now that's a serious question. As we grow up, unfortunately, life shows us what life really is, and losing a family member has been pretty much the toughest thing for me to overcome. How do I overcome that? With a strong belief that, grandfathers, grandmothers, whoever it may be, live in our hearts. So I try and stay, positive and remember, things I did with them. So you can never overcome this. You always want to go back and you wish, I wish I'd spend more time. But life goes on, and yeah, it's tough. Guapo. You have a YouTube channel? Yes, this is going on YouTube. Come back to Snapchat. I'm not really into Snapchat. I'm more into Instagram and Facebook, which is connected to my Twitter. I try to go on from time to time on Snapchat, but I'm not really super active on there. Who's your favorite character in Harry Potter? Now you would, what did you say? He's saying Victor Crumb, you funny little boy. It's actually Snape. Although Victor Crumb, of course, is one of my favorites. Why not? But yeah, Snape. Alan Rickman, God rest his soul, just played him in the most amazing way. Next question: if you could choose to play a different character in Harry Potter, who would it be? What? This funny little dude here. He's saying Hermione. Can you? I wouldn't want to be Hermione. I would want to be Harry Potter. He's the lead character, and being in all the films, and it would be amazing. Can you imagine me as Harry Potter? A very different Harry Potter I would be. But yes, not Hermione. My little friend here. He's actually from France. So, next thing. Did you go to... This is smudged up. I cannot see. Anyway. Oops. Do you have a full-time job now? Is that... Yeah. Do you have a full-time job? Yes and no. Being an actor can be very difficult. You can be out there working a lot, and you can be out there waiting a lot. During the time that we're not working, we go to castings, which is very nerve-wracking. You can imagine going into a casting studio, meeting all them agents and casting directors. And every time they're really super nice, and they always say, yes, I will give you a call. And most of the time they never do. There is no feedback, and they never call you back, unless of course you have the part, which is very difficult. But as you walk that journey, you learn that this is how it works. And yeah, so you have to have something on the side. I'm looking into different business options. Um, I do my own little things, so I believe you have to have something stable. I call it stable because it will give you a monthly pay every month. I mean, a monthly pay, that's what it is. You get paid every month rather than waiting, unless you're an A-lister and you get those huge films non-stop. What new film projects are you working this year? So we talked about this already. Filming at the moment. It will be out next year. It's a Bulgarian film. Hopefully other things. Doing castings, so you never know. Um, okay. Movie. Something concerning my YouTube channel. Something new. Yes, I'm working. I'm actually going to try and do more and more things on my YouTube channel. So it will become more interesting and more active. So next question, what is your favorite memory from the set of Harry Potter? Love you too. Um, we went over this, but just thinking, about Harry Potter, everything is just amazing, and all the aftermath and all the fans and the following that Harry Potter has is just, you cannot change this. I mean, I wouldn't change this for anything. Will you come in Annecy, France? Annecy? I will go to France anytime, any place. I really enjoy my time in France. It's one of my favorite places to go to. I have many fans from France, and every time I go there, I have a wonderful, wonderful time. Food is delicious. People are really nice, and your language is just, it's like a song. I really enjoy hearing the accent and stuff, even though I have my own accent. What are your plans for the future, next 10 years? Wow. Develop myself in the best possible way, both career wise, as a person, develop some things that will benefit, other people. So these are my goals, for the next 10 years. Well, also, I need to kind of think about having a little Stan, and maybe a little princess, whatever her name is going to be. I'm not saying that my son's going to be Stan Jr., but yeah, I need to think about a family, and I'm 34 now, so whoops. Next thing, Stan, have you ever gone through depression? If so, how did you deal with it? It really sucks. Now that is very, very true. Depression, I think we've all gone through depression. How I managed to go through it is I find a hobby to do, something that occupies my mind, and I start seeing results. And one of those things for me is working out. Now, when I train and I start seeing results in the mirror, I start feeling happy, and I start feeling as if I'm achieving something. It's one way. Hobbies, I think, to overcome depression, you really need to find hobbies that give you happiness in return, something that makes you happy. Fishing, riding a motorcycle, riding a bike, going hiking, training, spending time with friends, painting, drawing, whatever it may be. But yeah, the starting point for me has always been the mirror. I sit in front of the mirror and I talk to myself. I know this might sound as like I'm a crazy person, but trust me, it does work. Talk to yourself. Ask, is this what you want from life? And you will answer. And you will hear a very different answer to what your current state is. So try it. How did you feel when you got to know that you are going to play Victor Crumb in Harry Potter Saga? What? Okay. He's telling me to be honest again. I'll be honest. I had no idea what Harry Potter was. I know there was a huge buzz around Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings at that time, but I was going on to my A levels, and I was at school, and I had mock exams coming up. So, I was happy, but I had no idea what this was going to be for me. Obviously, a life changer. So, I was happy, but I realized what it really was later on when we started doing 800 interviews per day. So, the whole world was buzzing and trying to find out who the new actors were, and I was one of them. And all that media attention, all, people talking in school and stuff about me being Victor Crumb. We had already Harry Melling, who played Dudley from our school, and, having me, I was the second guy from our school being in the Harry Potter films, which obviously made an even bigger buzz. Next, are you a hug person? Absolutely yes. I love physical contact. I love hugging. I love my puppies. I hug them all the time, and they actually sleep on top of me. One sleeps usually on this side, the other one is on my chest. They're both little girls, so I absolutely love hugging. Obviously, not only dogs. Will you marry me? Now you shut up. YouTube, something, I don't know this language. There is another thing in another line. I think it's Turkish. I have no idea what it says. Marry me again. Maybe I won't remain single for a long time. How old are you when you got your first tattoo? Oh, how old were you is the correct form. Now that was 2007, so I turned 20, 2005. So 22, 23 was the first tattoo I had. And it was my back piece, which is now not what I want it to be. I mean, I've grown and my back has gone bigger, so I want to cover up those free spaces and actually make it the thing I want it to be, which I will share with all of you when it's done. Next, do you like Hermione or Emma Watson? Really? Emma Watson, I said already, I absolutely love her. Hermione is a wonderful, wonderful, cute girl. She's a really good person. Victor Crumb is obviously, quite in love with her. I mean, would you spend that much time in a library just staring at someone if you didn't like her? Ooh. Favorite character you've ever played? One of them is definitely Victor Crumb. Who wouldn't want to play, a superhero? But as I said, I really love acting, so just any role, I really enjoy. I give it my best, and I've been fortunate to be able to play in different roles, and I really, really hope for the future to bring me something big and nice that will shock the world in the best possible way, and myself too. Next, can you show us your abs? I've been showing you quite a bit of my, progress. My abs, yes, I will show you probably towards the end of September, I believe. They are out already, but not as defined as I'd like them to, so I will. Next question. Oh, obviously this is a gym fan. Can you flex for us? I don't know how much you can see, but that's a little flex. All right. How much do you leg press? If you leg press, I do leg press. I believe, what is this? Some fitness questions. All right. I was leg pressing last about 450 kilograms or so, from what I remember, but I got injured not long ago and I've been recovering, so I haven't really been working out legs as much and as tough, but yeah, I go pretty hard on that. Do you have a dobby? All my dobbies are, well, there they are. It's not all of them, I've got a ton more. So I do have my little minions. Alright, you want me to call you Dobby now? This is my Dobby minion, so happy? Alright, I guess. Okay, next. Do you show your body? You are sharing it less these days. Yes, well, I am I am showing, and I'm trying to motivate a lot of you, because a lot of you write me messages about fitness and how I've been motivating you to get into fitness, and try and feel healthier and eat healthier. So yes, I'm not showing off when I do that. Of course, I'm enjoying the progress, but it's more to motivate and to show you my progress. And as you've seen, it's not an easy progress. It doesn't happen overnight. I've been training for a long time now, and there are a lot of things to learn: nutrition, food facts, sleep, regimes, different techniques, workouts, a lot of things to take into consideration in order to reach the goals you set. So we can go into details in this in other videos. So, what's the weirdest thing a fan has ever said to you? I've had a lot of weird things fans have been saying, but I'll answer this in a different way. The most shocking is I've had a few people come up to me and say that I've saved their lives. Which at first, I thought they were playing around, but each had a very true story, and some of them showed me marks where they tried to, take their lives. And, knowing that somehow being Victor Crumb in a film and then seeing Victor Crumb has given them the spark, the light to live on and change, for the better is really touchy. I mean, it makes you realize how much more than just a film, your work is, which I think you can feel it in my voice. So, come to Fortaleza in Brazil again, anytime. 12 months of summer, partying, oh man, anytime. I'd love to come back to Fortaleza. What country would you like to visit in the near future? Well, as I said, I've been very fortunate to be traveling here and there, and I've been to many places. However, I really would love to go back to Australia. I would love to go to New Zealand, where I haven't been. China. Definitely go back to Brazil, to any place in South America, North America. Canada is one place I would love to go to. I haven't been to Canada, so one of those places that I haven't visited. Of course, Russia, Africa. Did I just go around the whole world? India? Yeah, I guess I would go anywhere. So, next question. I can't stop thinking about my ex-girlfriend. Please help me. Alright, now ex-girlfriend speaks for itself. Ex is past. We cannot change what's in the past. However, we can change what is to come in the future. This is one of the principles that I go by. Now, there is a good reason for you to have split, and whatever that reason is, I always say this: take a plate and smash it to the ground. You can take any adhesive, any glue, any tape and put it back together, and yes, you can put it back together, but it will never ever be the same. So don't stay in one place. Make that step, move on, move forward, because you never know. Your real girl, your true person might be just around the corner, and by having you staying in that one place, with your head down, you might just miss, that person. So put your head up and, move on. You will find your half. We all have our halves somewhere in the world. So an ex is an ex, but you never know what's around the corner. Next question. Do you want to take muscles for yourself or for a job? Okay, I believe this is, do I want to develop? I do it for myself. Restart required. No, I don't want to restart my computer. I train for myself first, but it does and has helped me in filming. So I believe that it's connected. Actors, we sell what we are able to do, and the better we look, the more chance we will have in getting jobs. Of course, there are type specifics and things, but I believe that being athletic can get you further. So I do it mainly for myself, but I also motivate myself knowing that it will get me, somewhere in my job. How much weight can you lift? Well, depends what exercise. I did 200 kilos deadlift. It really depends what exercise, but it's not about how much you lift, it's about how you look. So, I might look as if I can lift 300 kilos deadlift, but I can only do 140. So it really is more about how you look than how much you can lift. It really depends what you want to be. I mean, if you're what is it called, a power lifter, yeah, of course it matters how much you lift. But I'm no power lifter. I prefer having good shapes and decent power. I mean, of course, the more the better. But yeah. How do you relax? Well, I relax by painting, going in the nature, spending time hiking, whatever. Just being in bed, at home, on my motorcycle. Most of my relaxing is when I ride. Just, casual ride, not, trying to speed and go fast around corners. Just, enjoying the ride. So, many different ways. But most relaxing and recharging is being around the wild. So, why are you single? Who knows? I mean, if I knew. No, what? No, it's not because I'm a narcissistic person, you little bastard. Um, I don't know. She hasn't just come up yet, I believe. I hope it will happen. We'll see. It's around the corner. I never know what's around the corner. What is your next movie? It is a Bulgarian movie. Цвете за откъсване, which translates into flower to be picked. I'm not sure what they're going to translate it as. I'm going to Bulgaria next month. Can I meet you? Well, send me a message if I'm around. Why not? Why didn't Crumb show up on another Harry Potter movie? Well, I think that question is more for Joe Rowling. He was in the final two books. He did. I mean, I was called back to film in the Deathly Hallows Part 1. However, it was cut, so it didn't make the screen. But I had some really wonderful times. We have that really nice chemistry going on with Emma, and David Yates noticed it, and he actually created an extra drama thing within the scene. It's when Bill and Fleur get married, so she's already kind of with Ron at that time, and Crumb comes back and takes her away from him. They have a new dance, and we did make Ron really super mighty jealous, and Crumb did show him who's the better one. So but unfortunately it didn't make the final cut. The reasoning was that a wedding in those dark times just wouldn't make sense. And I only found out in the cinema, so I wasn't aware. Ooh, yes. So, next. Next question. Favorite thing about your dogs? Oh, it's the eternal love they just give me. Always happy to see me. Always, wagging their tails, and always just you can see the pureness of love, and I just love my puppies. I want to go and hug them. So, favorite memory from Harry Potter, already went over that. Will you please let me know when you are ever in Berlin? Maybe we can party and make bad decisions. Bad decisions? Alright. Yes, Berlin, Germany, I hope to come soon. I am in negotiations for that. What is your ultimate goal, personal or career? I think we kind of went over that. Personal is to be as good as a person as I possibly can. I want to leave something behind, and by saying this, I want humanity to benefit from my existence, even when I'm gone. We're not going to live forever, so I'm not sure what this will be, but I want to be remembered for being a good person. A career, I would love the best possible career. Obviously, maybe a career like Jack Nicholson or a career like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I want to be successful as every person would want to, I believe. So, next question: will you marry me? Is that number 3 now? So I should do more Q&As. Maybe I will get married soon. Something about Mexico again, in Spanish, I think. We should have a drink in Germany, I think. Let's talk about my diet. No problem. Ask whatever you need. I'm pretty good with fitness, dieting, nutrition, and all that, supplements and things. So ask your question and I will answer. You are so handsome. Can we go on a date? Why not? Oh no, you cannot come with us. You will stay at home. What has been your favorite role to play? We went over. Are you working on a new project? How many dogs do you have and what are their names? I currently have 3 dogs, 2 little girls who are French bulldogs and 1 big German shepherd. The German shepherd is a boy and his name is Bero. The 2 girls are Francis and Aria, who you know very well, I believe. Will you marry me again? Ooh, it's getting hot in here. Alright, so next. Friend in Slytherin group wants to know, do you have a tattoo of a Bulgarian seeker hidden anywhere? No, I have nothing of a seeker, or actually connected to Harry Potter. But I'm thinking maybe I will get something similar, or partially connected. I don't want to be, I don't know. I've been considering it. So, actually, I've got a few snakes, if that counts. So, if they were to make a new Harry Potter movie, would you agree to participate if they called you? Hell yes. I wouldn't even think for a millisecond, and my answer would be double yes. Absolutely yes. So, who wouldn't? Even though I've heard a few of the cast members say, "Oh no, I wouldn't play Harry Potter again." Well, I would. Are you in any Harry Potter groups on Facebook? I think I'm in a few, and sometimes I do write some comments, and people get pretty crazy about it. Do you really like Hermione Granger in the film? I think yes. Victor Crumb. Well, maybe you're asking if Stan likes her. Yeah, she's a really cute girl. Why not? So next, what makes you the most happy? What makes me the most happy? Internal peace is one thing. So if I have my internal peace, I feel relaxed and happy. What also makes me happy is making other people happy. Giving happiness to others fires back at you, double power. So that's something that really, really makes me happy. If you weren't an actor, what other professional career would you have chosen? Well, I did study business and economics, so I believe I would go into something connected to business and economics. God knows. Well, I'm still going into business, which kind of is still doing what I studied. So, do you really like this? Is the same question. Tell a detail about your tattoos. Now we can go over my tattoos in another video because it's going to be long, but some of them mean a lot. Some of them are just for the beauty. I've got a few my mom just chose for me. and actually booked me, an hour and, whatever she decided to go and get done. This is one of the things that's thanks to my mom. So we can go over that in detail in another video if enough of you guys would like that to happen. Would you like to do an unboxing video about your latest Funko Pop, Crumb Yule Ball? Yes, I think that would be awesome, and it would be great to add to my collection. I've got 2 custom made already, so having another one, which would be the official one that everyone can get, will be awesome. Next, where can we meet to take pictures with you? Just follow my channel, my page, and I post now and then where you can meet me. I'm going next to Edinburgh, so that's one of the places. What is your favorite food? My favorite food, I really like fruit, so I like peaches and bananas and pears, and I love grapes, exotic fruits. Well, I guess you're asking about other kinds of food. I really like pasta, pizza, even though I don't allow myself too much of those. Well, pasta I can allow because it's actually a myth that it's bad for you. But pizza, high on carbs. I'm trying to, get those abs out, so less pizza than usual. Do you truly believe Hermione should have gotten with Crumb and not Ron? Well, she did, to start with, she was with Crumb, right? And they remained kind of writing to each other after he left. Ron didn't have the guts, and Crumb just was the braver person, so he got Hermione, he took her to the Yule Ball, and I think she was very, very happy. Whether they should have continued, why not? It would be a great mix. Don't you think, genes-wise? Can you imagine a little Crumb? A baby Crumb, or Hermione, or whatever you guys call it? I think it would. He is the better choice, come on. Next question. Do you play music? What is your favorite band? Was great to see you in Clermont. Absolutely loved my time in Clermont. Clermont-Ferrand. I don't play music. Well, I do that Tarambuka kind of thing when I'm in a good mood. I did learn how to play the guitar when I was young, but it is definitely gone, by now. Favorite band? Discussed this already. Depends on what mood I'm in. Something interesting. I like listening to new age, world kind of music too. So something like Enigma, if you've listened to. If you haven't, check it out. It's really nice music. Next thing. I think we've got about 5 minutes more. Do you ever have a crush on Emma during the show? No. We were going through our teens, and I think everyone had a crush on everyone at some point. Yes, of course, I did like her a lot, but she was, remember, 13, 14 years old, so a little too young for me at that time. However, there were the Button girls who were a little older, and they were pretty beautiful. When are you coming to Toronto? Oh, I was meant to come in January and it got cancelled. Hopefully soon. I haven't heard anything about, from Canada, so hopefully things will work out there, and I will get to come. Hello, Victor Crumb, hello. What projects are you currently? Did that already? Do you have any plans to do any more acting? Yes, I'm currently still acting, and hopefully will continue. Something about Venezuela, hello. Thought of a better one. Favorite place to go, thing to do to relax, or not to have to think about anything. Just get on my motorcycle and ride. Just chase the sun or the sundown or the sunrise, and just, not think about anything and just recharge. Next. Do you plan to come back to Paris for a convention? I would absolutely love to come back to Paris anytime. For a convention or another event, absolutely yes. Have you ever come to visit Puerto Rico? I haven't, but I would definitely love to visit Puerto Rico too. Can you sell some more of your beautiful paintings? Yes, I've got 2 ready, and I'm going to be doing another one, and then I'm going to be putting the 3 up for sale. So stay tuned. I will be posting links and updates on that. What are your career goals for the next 5 years? Would you travel more or less? Well, I would travel as much as I can, unless I'm filming. When, of course, I'll be, filming. So, yeah, 5 years, 10 years, I've went over that already. I was hoping to ask something meaningful, but it's not happening. So, do you have a favorite holiday? Christmas. I love all the lights, all that buzz, all those gifts, and just that Christmassy kind of atmosphere everyone gets into. Christmas trees and being at home with the family. I think that's my favorite holiday. So, what is your favorite city to visit? Any city I would, I really like. I had really nice, I still have them, really nice memories from Prague, where we filmed Hostel 2. So I would absolutely love to go and visit Prague again. But, I have good fun anywhere I go, so any city really. Will you ever get married? God bless, yes. What are you watching on Netflix? I don't really spend time watching things. I mean, currently I'm learning a script and I'm preparing for a casting, and if I'm not doing that and the weather is good, I ride my motorbike, so I don't really, stay and watch things on any platform pretty much right now. What's your favorite hobby? It probably is working out and riding my motorcycle. Will you post your singing video at your YouTube? My singing video. Did I sing? Favorite country and city? I love my own country and my own city, but I love the whole world, so I cannot pick one. Did you learn a bit of French when you were in France? Oui, and a few other words. Which languages do you speak? What over that? How was France? France was absolutely awesome, as always. I love France, so had really good time. What size are your feet? Could you put your feet for us to see? It's a size 43, so 43 European, which is 10, I think, UK. Do you have any plans for new upcoming bike trips? Yes, I actually bought a drone, so I'm learning how to fly with it, so we can get some really nice footage, and I'm planning some really nice trips. So I will be editing and posting these things, and hopefully they will be a lot more interesting than they have been so far. Have you met Emma Watson after the film? Yes, I have. I've been fortunate to meet her again. What do you use more for transportation, car or bike? If the weather allows, definitely bike. Oops. There we go, 1 hour. Alright guys, I will remember where we're stopping. So this is part 1. If you've enjoyed this Q&A, hit the like button, share the video so other people can see, other fans, friends, whoever. And I will consider doing, all the rest of the questions. Of course, this will be up on my YouTube. A link will be on my Instagram, which will automatically go everywhere. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a little thumbs up, a little support. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. I've had good fun. It was fun answering all these questions. Thank you all for the questions. All right, he's saying thank you very much too. So thank you very much from all of us. And I shall see you soon. Bye.